Hi there. I have chosen Adverbs of Certainty to have my analysis with the form, meaning, and use of this target language. The form of the Adverbs of Certainty. Here I have chosen 3 adverbs of certainty, definitely and absolutely, which are used when we are certain about the future, and probably, which is used when we are less certain about the future. In affirmative statements, we have the subject plus the will plus the adverb plus the base form plus the complement. I will probably get a part-time job. In negative statements, we have the subject plus the adverb plus won't plus the base form of the verb plus the complement. We absolutely won't skip university. Remember that won't is the short form of the will not. For the pronunciation with this target language, I have considered the contraction of the subject pronoun with the future form of will in affirmatives. I'll definitely buy that car. She'll absolutely go to Canada. You'll definitely become a doctor. Here I have all the contractions that we can have with the subject pronouns. I'll, they'll, will, he'll, you'll, it'll. In negative statements, we use the short form of will not, which is won't. Anna probably won't buy the dress. Jose absolutely won't drive to the countryside. The meaning of this adverb of certainty, which is used to express different degrees of certainty. I divided into affirmatives and negatives. Definitely and absolutely are used when we are 100% of certainty that something will occur in the future, and probably is used to or when we are 75% certain that something will occur. In negatives, we have probably won't, when we have just a 25% of certainty that something will occur or not. And definitely and absolutely won't, we are 0% certain of something that will occur. The use of the adverbs of certainty, which are used for predicting the future to say how certain we are that something will happen or not. I have 2 examples that express this usage. Pat will absolutely win the race. So here we are certain that this person will win the race because we know that he's been preparing so far for this race. So we are sure about it. And the negative, we probably won't go to the beach this year. So we are uncertain that it will happen in the future because of many factors like the coronavirus or money saving. The anticipated difficulties that I think that my students will have with adverbs of certainty is related to the form. I think that they will find it difficult where to place the adverbs in affirmative or negative statements. So I'm going to provide them with a lot of examples, and then I'm going to ask them some questions like where does the adverb go in the affirmative statement, what about in the negative, or is this statement true or false and why. Also, I consider 2 activities to make them know how these adverbs of certainty go in the sentences, either affirmatives or negatives. The first activity is about unscrambling, so I'm going to give them some exercises where they have to order the words to form correct sentences. And the second activity is about placing the adverbs of certainty in the right part of the sentence. So I'm going to give them either affirmatives or negative statements, and with adverbs of certainty, where they will have to place this adverb in the right part. My teaching activity idea is about talking about their plans when they finish school. I came up with this idea because I consider that it's interesting to let them talk about their future plans when they leave high school or when they graduate from high school. So I'm going to put them into small groups, and I'm going to give this general question: what will you do when you finish school? One student is going to ask this question to any student from the group, and he or she is going to place or put an emoticon like a happy face or sad face, which means that if the person gives the happy face in the chat box, it means that the next student or the student who is going to answer will do it with an affirmative statement. Otherwise, if the face is sad, the student will answer negatively. So here I have two examples. I probably won't stay with my parents when I finish school, or I will absolutely go to university when I finish school. And here I have some links that help me look for the information of my target language. I hope this be useful for you, and thanks for your attention.